As a creative type myself, I occasionally do a sort of creative exercise to see what exactly I come up with. I was kind of in the mood to do one of these things recently, so I put up a poll on my Twitter, link in the description, and it came out that I would do this experimental video first. So, join me on this one-time exercise and see what sort of bizarre shit I came up with. Top pain aspect. In this world, there are certain fertile areas in which huge fingers stick out of the earth and do weird stuff, like twitching every once in a while. No one knows where these fingers came from, only that they've been there since the dawn of time. The areas where the fingers reside in often have higher than average rainfall and dense foliage, but there are some cases in which small outcroppings of fingers are seen in places such as desert oases and plains not unlike those of the Great Plains in the United States. The fingers were often seen as uncanny anomalies by the ancient civilizations which encountered them and wrote tales and fables about them. These same civilizations were also careful to stay as far away as possible from them, for if you poked the fingers too much, they would kill you right there and then. People who witnessed the fingers killing their reckless compatriots were traumatized, and their accounts of such events that got written down further solidified death by finger as death by temptation. Consequently, the finger as a symbol of such temptation has become ubiquitous across the cultures of this world. However, once science had advanced far enough that these fingers could be studied, the world would change forever. Scientists began to scrape the skin and keratin off of the fingers and analyze the materials they were made of. For the most part, the skin was skin and the keratin was keratin. There was nothing as special about it beyond that, which further intrigued scientists. However, it was the keratin that became the focus of the imagination, for it contained a strange volatile liquid. When the gaseous form of the liquid was inhaled by human subjects, these subjects experienced a great fear response that left them absolutely petrified in their shoes. This quickly spread around the world, and within a few years, the liquid, colloquially known as the top pain aspect, was being used as a weapon that got deployed similarly to chemical weapons in the First World War in our world. Obviously, countries that had a lot of the top pain aspect also possessed a great advantage over their neighbors who didn't, and the finger forest quickly became highly contested areas in their own right. Eventually, there would be a great war between two countries over one such forest that was cut up between the border between the two. This forest had many hundreds, if not thousands, of these fingers. This tremendous concentration of them in such an area would obviously cause a lot of tension between the two, and soon they would eventually have a war on their hands. Because of the widespread deployment of the top pain aspect, the war quickly dragged to a stalemate which could only be broken by a great technological advance that would render one side able to protect against the top pain aspect. It is in the middle of this conflict that the world is in now. Well, that was something. Follow me in my twitter.com if you want, or subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, have a nice day.